We had a talk last time about your study and your fears about completing your course. So today I thought we'd do a little bit of study planning and look at how to motivate you to study and feel a sense of calm. And then next time we'll do a progressive relaxation. Does that sound like something you'd like to do? Okay, well, take a seat. And I want you to start by just lengthening your spine. So wriggle around in your chair. Wriggle around and lengthen your spine. Draw your shoulders round and back and place them down. Okay, I want you to talk to me about your study area. Now let's have a look at your study area, because your study area is going to reflect how you feel about yourself, your motivation levels, and how likely you're going to get through this. So your physical study area is a story that communicates to me how you're going. So let's have a look at your desk. Now what's that desk say? And how can we change the way that desk appears to better communicate who you are as a person and your commitment to this course? Okay. So that's an area we can perhaps work on. I want to see your study planner. Now perhaps your study planner is on your computer, perhaps it's on your phone, perhaps it's written down. I want to see your study planner, and I want to see your micro goals, what you're going to achieve tonight and this week, and your macro goals, what you're going to achieve over your entire course. Now when you do this, this is not about creating another project. That's not the right way to look at this. This is a program to support your course achievement. That's the way you need to look at it. Okay, so with your study planner, wherever it is, on the computer or anywhere else, I want you to bullet point your micro goals. This is what you're going to achieve tonight, this week. Now, and your macro goals, what you're going to achieve this year or over the next 5 years. Now, bullet point this, just rush it out, brainstorm it, because we want to get back to real study. Have a look at these. Now, what are a couple of things you can do right now to help you achieve your goals in your study planner? When you're anxious, what do you actually do? I want you to talk to me about what you do. Do you go on the internet? Do you leave the house? Do you start flicking through the TV channels? When we're distracted or anxious, we often like to become busy in something that takes our mind away from our worries. So are you doing that? Are you distracting yourself with the internet or with phone calls or text messages? Let's look at what that is. What you're doing is distracting yourself from the fear of failure, but what you actually achieve is taking yourself away from the task that you've committed to complete, which only enhances the anxiety. So what are simple things you can do? Perhaps you can take social media off your phone, the icon off, the app off. I don't know. What do you think you could do? So what we're looking at here is the tendency to distract in order to turn away from fear, but the distraction actually increases the fear. So what can we do? Okay, so we've looked at a couple of things that you are going to commit to help minimize distraction. Now, it's hard to minimize distraction because when we distract ourselves, we feel less fear. But then when we go back to the task in hand, the study, the fear blows out of proportion. So how do we reduce the distraction? Now let's look at your bed space. Your bed space clearly reflects your ability to sleep, rest, recover, recuperate, and study tomorrow. Is there anything around your bed? Is your bedding simple and cozy and warm? Do you have comfortable slippers, comfortable clothes? Are the sheets clean? Are the bedside tables clear? Is there any distractions? Any easy access to music or other distractions? Is the room clean? Is it tidy? Now again, I want to emphasize this is not about creating another distraction. So I don't want you to stop studying and then rush around cleaning your room and writing study planners and that sort of thing. This is about short, quick, measurable answers to your fears. Okay, one of the biggest issues here is distraction and clutter. Clutter emotionally and clutter physically. So what are easy things you can do? Another thing is to plan your food. Rather than eat reactively, make a decision what you're going to eat and consume to support your brain. Now I know I can hear you say it to me now. This is not the answer. What I eat is not going to help me pass. It will support the process and the way you choose to live. The way you choose to live each day, physically and emotionally, supports or takes away from your success as a student. Because remember, you haven't just done a course. You haven't just done a course. You are embarking on a goal, a dream that reflects your authentic self and your vulnerable self. So this is scary. This is scary stuff. But you can do it. Not all at once, not a big miracle, not a silver bullet. Gradually, step by step, with some failures and some falls in the process. Okay, what other areas can we look at? Let's have a look at your finances. Are there any ways we can simplify your finances in order that you can focus more on study? Okay, perhaps there is, perhaps there isn't. If the finances are simply tough, we have an option here. We can accept what is and meditate over it and do what we can with what is, or we can make changes, or we can withdraw from certain expenses. So you can choose to withdraw from certain expenses, change your finances, or accept them. The time you spend worrying about the finances only distracts you from your true focus, the study. So let's take a moment to get real about your finances. Is there anything you can peel back? Anything you can cull? Yes, no, maybe? Do it, move on. Now, I can hear you. I can hear you legitimately have problems with your finances. I get that. I hear you. Does it help us to continue to say, I'm so worried, I'm so worried? I feel you. I empathize. I'm sorry that you've got trouble with your finances. You and I are here today to look at what we can do. So if I continue to listen to you and say, I'm so sorry you're struggling financially, we're losing time. So I'm going to say once, I'm sorry you're struggling financially. I get it. I'm sorry. Now, what can you do? What can you do? Don't be a victim. You can get yourself around this. There is a way and you can do it. No one said it's going to be easy, but you can do it. Okay, so gradually chip away at your room space, your study space, your planning, your organising, how you manage your finances, how you choose to manage your social life. You need a social life. Have boundaries around that social life. Do the people in your life support your study? Keep the ones in that are productive for your study. Have a boundary against those that don't support your study or don't get it. Remember, at the end of the day, you are the only one that truly gets this process. Only you. No one else. Now, this is about creating a measurable, specific project to support your study. You can do this. You can do this. So each day, look at your room. Look at your room. Look at your study space. Look at the friends you choose to be with. Look at any distractions you have in your life. Own these distractions. You're choosing to distract yourself because you feel fear. Your fear takes you away from your study. You want to complete your study. Sit in the fear, minimize the distractions. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, next we're going to do a progressive relaxation. I want you to use the progressive relaxation always as a support to you consciously, consistently and deliberately reducing distractions get back into the study. When you study hard, it won't always go your way. When you study hard, consistently, with planning, with a positive focus, reducing distractions, you will get there. You will get there. Now, take a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. In a moment, we're going to meditate. So, sit up straight, lengthen the spine, create some space between the vertebrae. Okay, feel positive you can do this. No, I didn't say it's easy. That's not what I said. I said you can do this. You have the moral fibre, the resilience to do this. I know you don't always think so, but I know you can do this. One step at a time. One step at a time with resilience. Let's do this now. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. You can do this, my friend. Let's prepare to meditate. Meditation can help you focus. Meditation can help you sleep, rest. It's a great break between study, and it can remind us of what really counts. So in a moment, let's meditate.